Hey guys, how we doing? And today I am coming to you with a scene card. It's going to be how can I say, an encouraging easel card. And I end up using 3 cartridges. I used straight from the Nest cartridge. I used the Elegant Edges for my card base and just the note. Okay, so let's get started. This is the paper pack that I'm using, and the paper that I'm using is this one. And this one is so gorgeous, guys. Look at how pretty this is. I just so love it. When I see this paper, I automatically knew what I was going to make. So, let's get started, guys. My card is going to be a 4 1/4 by 5. And it's going to be an easel card. So, what I end up doing was taking an elegant edge shape and joining 2 cards together. But in order for me to do that, so I can get the card even in the middle, I used just a 1/4 inch box square, and I put it in the middle, and I used of course the Cricut design score line, the stitch line, so it could be easily in the center. And then I did the score line for when I fold this down. So the card's going to look just like this. So let me push this over on the side. And I already folded that part. And then I'm going to fold the easel part. And the easel part is going to look just like that. And I just want to make sure that it's going to be flat. Because anytime you're doing an easel card or any type of card, you want to make sure that it's going to lay flat. So with that being said, I already did the inside of my card, and the inside of my card, it says, "Be brave, be happy. Life is beautiful. Seize today." And you know, there are a lot of people right now having a problem, just with life in general. And you know, I got to say, I love my husband so much. He is so inspirational. He is so there's so many words. I just want to cry right now, but there's so many words to describe him. He had one of his ex-co-workers not called him, but text him, letting him know that he was the most influential person that he ever met in Tampa since he's been down. And I gotta say, my husband is just like that. He is such an amazing person. He kind of makes you look at the brighter things in life, and you see light at the end of the tunnel. And you know, sometimes I don't know what I would do without him. So believe me, I know when people text my husband or calls him and let him know that he's just been so awesome, where he can give you advice and, you know, just let you know life ain't always gonna be this way. So with that being said, I definitely had to come out with a card. And this is to let people know, you know, there's going to be ups and downs in life. And this definitely, things don't always go your way. But at the end of the day and at the end of the tunnel, it will brighten up and get better, guys. So right now, I just want to bring you guys down a little bit. And, oh my God, I love him to death. When he showed me the text that boy gave him, he just, you know, and it's not even a boy. He's in his 30s, I think it is. And he's from Georgia, and he moved over here to Tampa to try to get a better way of life. But the job that he was in was kind of really bad. And I mean, it's real sad, guys. Okay, let me see if I turn it this way, if this is the way it goes, because it's yep. Okay, so let me fold this way. It's just amazing, you know. My husband has so much knowledge and good faith. Definitely good faith, guys. You have to have good faith with anything you do, anybody you talk to. You cannot talk to people just out of, you know, out of balance like they do now these days. It's just so disrespectful. And I gotta say, I thank God bring him to me. But anyway, this is the inside of the card. And before I put my stopper, I want to definitely make sure and add my layer together before I put the stopper, so I know exactly where to put it at so it can stand up straight, okay? So like I said, my card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, okay? And it's going to be an easel card. So it's going to sit up like this. So here goes. Now when you're making an easel card, you're going to lose some inches. So you always do the first layer full, okay? So I'm going to add this down here. Make sure that this is the right way. And this is not. Then I'm going to turn it this way. And that is not. So I'm going to flip it the other way. And that don't look good. And it has to be this way. Yay! Okay. So when you're doing the easel card, you just want to, you only want to add tape to the bottom part. Not the top part, because then it would not be an easel because you're gluing the whole thing down. So I hope everyone's doing really good. I'm not doing too bad myself. Like I said, you know, this just been such an awesome Sunday. So now I just want to close that down. And I want to put a little bit of wet glue on the edges. So I know that it's going to seal. And it's going to stay stuck down. Okay, Father's Day is coming up and I have no idea what we're going to do for my husband, but whatever we do is going to be amazing, guys. So now I just want to open this up so I can layer it straight. And I want to just add it straight down, making sure that it's lined up to where the edges, you are not going to see the bottom layer. Okay, now that looks good. Now you're going to have a little bit of glue on the side. Just take your hand and rub it off. Definitely rub it off. And as you can see, this is going to be looking just like that. So since I end up making my base for the easel card, and now I just want to kind of add that there. I end up cutting out from the cartridge. Elegant edges is for the base. Then straight from the nest is this grass part right here. But before I put the grass part in, I'm going to layer this onto here. And I end up making it smaller so I can have an out border of the white showing. So now I'm just going to take my ATG and I'm just going to add some tape coming all the way down. Boy, this year's going by really, really, really quick. It's just, this whole year is going by fast. So now I just want to make sure that it lines up perfect, leaving some borders around, making sure that everything's lined up, and that looks perfect right there. So now I'm just going to touch it up a little bit. And that's gonna look really good, guys. So now I end up using just a note for this flower. And this flower I cut out at 1.75 by 350. And what I did was, when I glued this down, this grass came from straight from the nest cartridge. This came from just the note, and then the base came from the elegant edges. So then I'm just going to add some glue on the bottom over here. And I'm not going to pop this up because I'm going to pop up the face. Well, the layer to the flower. And then of course I had to use a face. A Peachy King face. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my tweezers and I'm going to try to fit this in. And I left a little space. Hold on a second. Let me kind of open it up again. I left a little space so I could insert this because I made it bigger than normal. Because I wanted the flower to go behind the grass. So before I lay that down, here goes the frame. And I just want to make sure that it's going to layer just fine. And that looks good. I'm just going to bring this up a little bit more. And I think that looks perfect right there. So now I'm just going to press down. And that looks really good, guys. So I'm going to take this off. And then if I want, I could put a little bit of glue in the middle right here. So this grass part stays down. That scene. And I already used some sparkle pen. Because I want the essentials, well, the petals to sparkle. And here goes this part. So now I'm just going to take this and line it up to exactly where I want it. And then I'm going to take my release paper because I have this popped up. And now I just want to line it all up so I make sure that it's going to not show none of the green on the back. And that looks good right there. So now I'm just going to press down on it. Then I end up using the Peachy Keen face. Little lifers emojis face assortment, and this is the PK 1770. Now guys, she be throwing out sales all the time. You definitely have to go onto their Facebook group. It's called Peachy Place, and they will always upload when they have sales where you can get these faces. And every month they come out with new ones. And if they don't come out with new faces, they come out with new images. So if you like to color, definitely check them out, okay? So here goes my face. I hope you like it. And I colored the eyes in blue. And I gave her some pink eyeshadow and some cheeks. So now I'm just going to add that in the middle. So I'm just going to take this release paper off. And I'm going to use my tweezers so I can line it up straight. And that is too much foam sticking out. So let me cut this off just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to center it. Just like that, making sure that it's in the middle. And look at how cute that is, guys. Wow, that is so, so cute. Don't you just love her face? Look at that. Then, for the frame, when you go to Elegant Edges, this is the frame that you get. You get the frame like this. So what I ended up doing was high contouring the middle section, taking two of these, joining them together to make a card base. And for every layer that I needed, if I wanted a layer to be a little bit smaller, I just made the same layer and I just made it smaller. Okay, so now I have this popped up with some foam tape, and I'm just going to take this off. And then I'm going to layer this down. And this is the same size as the blue layer. Now, I was going to put some clouds, which, you know, I think I'm going to do that. I have my cloud punch, so I'll definitely cut out some clouds. So before I put that on, let me get my cloud punch. Okay, so here goes my cloud punch. And I'm just going to cut out some clouds out of this white cardstock. And I'm just going to put just a couple, guys. Not much. Just so it can fill up the sky a little bit. And I'm going to put one right there. And I just got to make sure I see exactly where the clouds are. Okay. So I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to put one right here. Then I'm going to put another one on the top. So I cut three clouds. And I'm going to put one up here. And let me see how that looks. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to leave it right there. And I think I got one more. Where did the other one go? Here it goes. So now I'm going to, before I put the last one in, I want to put my frame down so I know exactly where to put the last cloud at. And I didn't press down on it yet because I want to make sure that it's all set and ready. So, where could I put this other cloud at? I think I'm going to put it right up there. But this one, I think I'm going to let it show a little bit more. So I'm going to bring that one right there. Okay. So there you go. And now I'm just going to put this back down. And before I press on it, I just want to make sure that it's lined up fine. And I can see that it's kind of off. And that looks pretty good right there. And does it look good up front? Yeah. So now I'm just going to press down on it. And now, here goes how it looks. So before I end up doing anything else, press down on that one. I want to end up putting my easel stopper. So when you want to stand up your easel card, you know exactly where to go. And then I want it to stop like right here. And I think that looks really good right there. And I think I'm going to use another white banner, so give me 1 second. Okay, so I cut out another white banner because the pink one just was not hitting the spot for me. So I ended up cutting out another one, and those decorative banners are from My Creative Time with Emma. And those are a set of dies, and you get a large, a medium, and a small one. And this is what they look like. And it's called Stitch Decorative Banners. And they make amazing sentiments where you can use for sentiments. So I'm just going to bring this back in. And then I'm just going to lay this right on top of the other one. And it's supposed to line up perfectly. The pink one was kind of off. So, you know, if I would have known that, I would have never used that. And then I'm just going to add more glue to the back of this because I kind of forgot I taped it. And now we're going to add this as our easel stopper. Then I wanted to stop it just like right here. And that looks kind of straight. That looks good right there. And then if you want, you could put any words there. For the sentiments on the inside, I end up using this set. It's called Forever in Times. And I got this from, oh my God. I got this from, Scrapbook Expo. And you know, I'm going to use the Just For You. So let me stamp that out really quick. Or no, I'm going to use I Love You. And then where's my ink pad at? And just pray that I don't mess it up because it will be a shame if I mess it up. I usually use my Misty, but I'm not going to use it today. Okay, that looks good. And this is what it looks like. And I'm missing one more thing. The saying, there's always a reason to smile. Like I was telling you at the beginning, there is always a reason to smile. I always tell people, especially a lot of people that I know, you have to smile and you have to not worry so much, because worrying will just, you know, mess up your whole entire day, guys. And it would not make you feel good either. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to kind of center it a little bit more. And I think that looks good. So now I'm going to press down on it. And there goes my easel card, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this